Hello and welcome. I am Lopamudra Moitro and you are listening to my weekly podcast, What's in a Story, where I read stories from my books along with a small introduction about each. These stories are from my work as an anthropologist from across India and South Asia, and the introductions with each story helps to explain different related information about, say, maybe aspects like history, languages and literature, music, trade and economy, festivals, or facts about archaeology, and many other things which are all important to understand or get a meaning or a context of a story. In this second season, we will listen specially to narratives of and about water bodies from Asia, and this will include stories from the smallest of water bodies like wells or small ponds to lakes, rivers, or the sea and the ocean. Let's listen to today's episode in season 2 of What's in a Story. About the story, Machher Biye, or the marriage of the fish, from the PATUA songs of Bengal, from eastern India, from my book, How the World Was Born, Wondrous Indian Myths and Legends by Aleph Book Company. The particular song which I will be speaking about, the story which I will be highlighting from this song, is part of a folk art from eastern India, which is more popular by the name of patachitra, and the painters are referred to as patuas or as chitrakars. And this particular story is from the Naya village of West Mednipur district of West Bengal in India, in eastern India. Though there are other villages also where painters draw this particular theme. The common subject of all the artworks, that is the patachitra, generally vary from local mythological as well as Puranic stories to the various episodes from Ramayana as well as different stories of Krishna. Across the last few decades, however, it is interesting to note that these artists are also seen to depict various recent topics with a social message, including deforestation and afforestation, child education, female child education, vaccination, oral polio vaccination, health and hygiene, coronavirus pandemic, economic crisis, health crisis, and migrant problems, among many others. Now, these artists are often even invited by different NGOs as well as state and central government bodies, and particularly basically to highlight several of these specific social issues which they often variously sing at particular occasions. Say there is a campaign going on, or there is a camp, a health camp or a vaccination camp being held or being used as a tool for adult education. So they are variously used as a channel of communication, media as well. Traditionally, the chitrakars also used to use natural dyes from nature for their paintings, which generally are either scrolls or single sheet page artwork. And these natural colors include things like juices from flowers, barks, leaves, turmeric, lamb shoot, and such others. However, many a times in the present day, in order to sustain their paintings for longer periods of time or to travel for exhibitions across various parts of India or abroad, the chitrakars often use synthetic colors bought from the market. The chitrakars also, several of them have performed in different parts of India as well as different parts of the world and have received many accolades and have reached a lot of international exhibitions as well. Many of them have also received important international awards, and these are thus artists who are storytellers, painters, singers, lyricists, and performers all rolled into one. Thus, this particular form of artwork can best be explained as a performative art, and today's story focuses on a particular system of a pattern of life, which though centers around a pond, a life inside a pond or maybe a lake, but practically is a metaphorical reflection of a life that all of us leads. And this is something also which speaks about how intricately nature is reflected in the artwork of the PATUA painters, and how they speak about everyday life through these touches of stories of the environment. In this case, this is a story centered around water and the life which, just like a life that one can find in a society, in a village, in a town, or any other such area. This is about society in general, however, being reflected in a background, a backdrop of water. Follows the story. The story Machher Biye from the PATUA songs of Bengal, from my book How the World Was Born, Wondrous Indian Myths and Legends by Aleph Book Company. Now, this is today's story basically slightly different as I have mentioned earlier, and this forms part of folk art from Bengal, more famous as the patachitra artwork, and the painters themselves are called as PATUA, and or chitrakars, which is from the Sanskrit word meaning artist, which also means the same in various Indian languages as well. Now, as the tradition of this PATUA paintings goes, that is the patachitra goes, the artist, who is also a singer, displays the artwork in front of the audience, points to sections of either a scroll painting or a single sheet of artwork, and thereby elaborates about what is happening in that section through a song which has been framed and put to rhythm by the artist himself or herself. Now, this specific painting that I would be talking about and the song which we will be looking at, the story of the song which we will be hearing in today's episode, is painted across a single sheet of paper, a large sheet of paper. The artist, that is the PATUA, points to sections of the artwork and elaborates upon what is exactly happening in that section. Thereby, the entire story rolls out. Today's story, also interestingly, symbolically reflects one of the sad trajectories of life, that is, the harassment of the weak at the hands of the powerful. This happens to be a very popular song and theme for the PATUA artists from Bengal of Eastern India, and they have been painting this for several centuries now, and many artists are also very famous through this artwork. Incidentally, the PATUA artists are also quite well known. Several of the PATUA artists are also quite well known across India and also in different parts of the world. Many of them have received different awards of the state government as well as the central government of India, and several of them have also had their exhibitions held in different parts of the globe as well. Many have also helped to create wonderful book projects, including the covers, and they are beautiful creations and gone on to win significant prizes in international platforms as well. Follows the story Machher Biye and the poem from the story. I will be reading out the English translation of the Bengali song of this folk art. Oh Rangila, let's go. We have to attend the marriage of the Darya fish. The Rohu fish says that I will carry the palanquin. Oh Rangila, let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Katla fish says that I too will carry the palanquin. Oh Rangila, let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Puti fish says, I will go as part of the groom's procession, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. Chonda fish says, I will be the Pasha, which is a type of an elaborate earring covering the entire ear, of your ears, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Bhute fish says, I will be the Nolok, which is an elaborate nose ring, of your nose, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. Pakal fish says, I will be the anklet of your feet, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The prawn says, I will carry the pitcher of sweets for your marriage, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The turtle says, I will carry your suitcases and trunks, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The crab says, I will carry your basket of fruits, O Rangila. Let's go Rangila to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Shaipinal fish says, I will go to eat at your wedding feast, O Rangila. Let's go, Rangila, to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Hilsha fish says, I will play the Madol drums at your wedding, O Rangila. Let's go, Rangila, to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Koi fish says, I too will play the Madol drums at your wedding, O Rangila. Let's go, Rangila, to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Shingi fish says, I will sing at your wedding, O Rangila. Let's go, Rangila, to the marriage of the Darya fish. The Tangra fish says, I too will sing at your wedding, O Rangila. All the fishes said, we will all attend your wedding feast, O Rangila. Now, the Boal fish was not invited to the wedding. All considered him as a large demon. He was a big bully who used to harass and devour small fishes. The Boal fish saw the wedding procession moving along with the groom and the palanquin and suddenly disrupted the joyous occasion by jumping into the middle of the gathering and scaring everyone. He roared a thunderous laughter as he continued with his destructions and killed many of the fishes. He finally hollered, Miserable fishes, how dare you not invite me to the wedding? I will eat you all. Thus, the Machher Biye, or the marriage of the fish, met an unhappy ending.